Hi, I'm Scott Engel, Managing Director of RotoExperts.com. I am the king. I am fantasy. And you're always looking to improve your team in the short term, but what about down the line? What about guys that are hurt right now and may be able to help you later in the season that you can stash? Here's my Fantasy 5 on injured players to acquire. It was a lost season for the Yankees' Michael Pineda in 2012, but he's been working his way back from a shoulder injury and all the reports are positive. You could see Pineda back in the Yankees' rotation maybe even before the All-Star break. It's not out of the question. When Pineda comes back, it might take a few starts for him to get into form, but when he does, you have yourself possibly a very fine starting pitcher. Pineda still might be a free agent in some leagues, and if he's not, it won't take a lot to get him in a trade. He's certainly not what he used to be. He's not a franchise shortstop anymore, and he's been out for the most of the first half with an ankle injury, but Derek Jeter is slowly working his way back to the Yankees. With all the injuries already at shortstop and the position being so thin as it is, you know Jeter is on somebody's roster, and it won't take a lot to get him. You just have to play off the fact that he's old and that he probably won't do a lot, but that's what you just want to tell the other guy. You just want to make a trade for Jeter because he'll at least get some decent counting numbers in the second half, and if he's healthy, a good batting average. Right now, the way Heath Bell is pitching, he's more of a Putz than J.J. Putz is. And J.J. Putz is going to come back soon. Putz has had a long injury history in his career, but Heath Bell is proving that he's already ready to melt down into the Arizona closer. Putz is going to get the job back very quickly when he comes back, and it's always good to chase saves in trades. If you can acquire J.J. Putz now, and it might not take a lot to get him, I would do it. Crawford was playing so well for the Dodgers before he injured his hamstring. He might end up on the DL for a while, but you can stash this guy. And it might not take a lot to get him either, like a lot of the other guys I'm talking about. Now, with a hamstring injury and a speed guy, it might take a considerable amount of time for Crawford to come back. But that's what you want to play up when you're talking to another guy in a trade. When I spoke to Crawford during the first half of the season, he told me he was still learning the National League, and he was tearing it up offensively. Crawford's going to come back at some point in the second half of the season, and you'll be glad you acquired him. Evan Gattis is on the disabled list with an oblique injury, but it's not too long before he comes back and Brian McCann follows him to the DL with an injury because unfortunately some guys just get injured a lot and McCann is one of those players. Gattis will come back and at some point he's going to get an opportunity to start, and when he does, oh, you are going to be so glad that he is your number 2 catcher. Acquire Gattis now when he's on the DL, plan ahead for the Brian McCann injury, and you'll be glad you did. For more great fantasy baseball information in season, check out the RotoExperts.com exclusive Edge fantasy baseball package available right now on the RotoExperts.com homepage.